W284AD, Louisville.
80 in the morning, continuous jams all day. 104.7 WLOU Jams. Welcome to Hoops from the Ville, an hour-long look at the NCAA tournament and sports from around the Commonwealth and the nation with our panel of U of L legends and other superstars. Guard, forward, and member of the 1986 National Championship team, Robbie Valentine. Assistant coach for the Auburn Tigers and another member of the 1986 championship team, Milt Wagner. Former U of L, NFL, and NBA player and current head coach at Indiana University Southeast, Wiley Brown. And podcaster and sports analyst, Corey Bosmer. Brought to you by Well-Suited Men's Clothing, 3348 Hikes Lane in McMahon Plaza. Brandon J. Lawrence, lawyer for the city. GAB Productions and the Bay Cigar Lounge, 901 Eastern Boulevard in Clarksville. Hoops from the Ville, with your host, Mark Gunn, on 104.7 WLOU Louisville.
Yeah, just call me the James Brown to the Howie Long, Terry Bradshaw. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hoops from the Ville. We are taking a comprehensive look at what's happening with the NCAA tournament. We have our panel of experts, and basically it's like this. Gentlemen, how's everybody doing so far?
Great, thank you.
Everybody doing
good.
Well.
We good.
All right, first of all, welcome, and thank you so much for doing this. With March Madness coming upon us, the first games are starting on Thursday. Selection Sunday was yesterday. What we want to take a look at real quick before we get into each region is I want to get your take on the season overall, not only for Louisville, but for Indiana and Kentucky.
Well, for me, I thought that the way Louisville and Kentucky basketball's played past years, I thought both teams had a somewhat of a good year. Mm-hmm. I don't think anything about it was great. Both didn't show great in both the SEC and or the ACC tournament. And it'd be interesting to see their play the first game coming out of the 26 tournament this year.
Yeah, pretty much what Robbie said. I thought both teams they won some big games and they lost some big games. So it kind of was an up and down season. But overall, I think they have a chance to do some damage in the tournament. So we just have to wait and see what happens. But it's been kind of like an up and down year because they won some big games and then they lost some big games. So it's kind of evened out.
Yeah, I got a chance to watch all three teams. Again, all three teams was up and down this past season, but they had some pieces that could make up and win a championship because in March Madness, anybody can have an opportunity. As long as you get the opportunity to get in there and dance, you never know how long you can dance with it. So that's what all the teams wanted to do. Indiana, I coached over at IU Southeast, so I got a chance to watch a lot of Indiana basketball. They was up and down. They had a good year, but they weren't consistent with they played, and most of the time their defense hurt them. They could score the ball, but their defense hurt them real bad.
Well, I think for me personally, regarding Indiana, Indiana didn't even get really talked about Indiana normally would.
Absolutely.
Indiana didn't even make the NCAA tournament. You don't even hear nobody talking about it. So I think Indiana needs to worry about making a tournament and getting back to the point where they've always been talked about. Kentucky, they got a lot of key wins. Side note, I'm a fan of Kentucky. It is what it is. But I'm respectable. You wouldn't know it unless we talked. They got a lot of key wins, but they equally have a lot of key losses that counter-react to the quality wins that they had. I mean, they beat the SEC champion, right. St. John's, Big East champion, beat Vanderbilt, beat a couple other stud teams. It's underachieved, equally overachieved. And then Louisville, they got a lot of wins, but they don't really have
signature
on the board signature marquee win. They have emotional marquee wins, but not board marquee wins. They got to get that. Miami on the road is a start, but they still are looking for that marquee win.
And, emotion that's a small part of what's going to get a lot of teams through this tournament. And it's like the slate is wiped clean at this point. So want to invite folks that are listening to give us a call at some point at 502-776-1350. Let's jump right into the brackets. I had a chance to fill up my bracket earlier today, and we're going to start with the East. The overall number 1 seed, Duke, is doing their thing against Siena? Yeah. All right. Opinions, thoughts? Who takes it? Well, that seems like a no-brainer, but
Well, for me, Duke's not only the most talented on paper, they show that they could potentially easily be the most scariest. Look at how many injuries they had to, and Virginia still couldn't beat them. If you can't beat a team when their best player and players are out, I feel sorry for you. I mean,
and a lot of people have them going pretty much going through the entire tournament. I know with my selections, I've got them. I actually have them in the championship game.
Well, I can tell you this, with the injuries that they had, they're not playing exactly like, they were early on in the season or through the middle of the season. So I think there's some teams out there that can beat them. I think they'll get around this first round, but there's some teams out there that definitely can beat them. They're beatable.
Yeah, I agree with Wiley, because they lose one of their best point guards, and not sure if he's going to come back, so they're relying on the Boozer twin, to take over. But if he goes down, now you're playing with one point guard.
Right.
So and then the big man, the big guy, he's out also. That hurts him. So now Boozer has to do a lot more inside, and that's you can kind of take advantage of them a little bit because they're not as big without that shot blocker in the middle. So they're very vulnerable inside.
And to win championships, you got to have good guard play. I'm telling you right now, you have to have good guard play to win championship.
And for me, I have Duke and Michigan State going to the East all the way through. Michigan State's physical. Louisville, South Florida, from what I saw the other day from South Florida that Louisville don't have is bigs. South Florida can shoot.
Yeah.
They're very skilled. They're very coachable. Whereas Louisville, they depend a lot on the three-point shot, and the inside game could be a problem for them in that game. Right now, the way I slept last night wasn't very good. So I have that game right now, Louisville and South Florida. Right now, I got them at 50-50 because their star player hadn't played in 3 or 4 games.
Right.
He comes back. He shoots 30 to 40 times a game. Does that disrupt what they've been doing as a team together the last 4 or 5 games? That makes me nervous to bring a kid in for one game versus playing them
For the
both
entire-
the ACC. So I don't know what's going on in the locker room with that. All I know is this. I would rather him come back the second game than the first game because they play so great as a team without him. And if they don't play as a team, South Florida's going to get them.
And you're talking about Michael Brown, and right now he's been determined a game time decision. So
He's playing.
oh, you think he's going to?
Yeah, he's playing.
well, it's like my friend Andy Sweeney said. He's got the 3 to 6 show on ESPN 680. You bring him back. Why does he have to play those amount of minutes that he had previously? Look at Adrian Woolley. Look how he's been performing. Look at the camaraderie that they've been getting. Like Robbie just said, why not lighten the load from Michael? I pronounce his first name wrong all the time. Is it Michael or Mike?
Mikel.
Mikel.
Brown Jr. Yes.
Yeah, Brown Jr. That's easiest.
There you
Yeah.
go.
But you see what I'm saying? Why give him the load, especially bringing him back? Why not give more of it to Woolley? Let Woolley get 18 to 21 and lighten the load for Brown Jr.
I agree. Let him get his feet wet. I mean, you got guys that's already established with the minutes. Just ease him into it, you know. And once you see he got his rhythm, then you can play him more minutes as it go. But you don't want to just throw it all at him at one time because whatever injury he has going on, you know, it can reoccur if you just throw him out there too much at the beginning.
Absolutely.
And you know, it's one of the criticisms I've always had about Louisville, not only with this team but in teams past, is that they tend to live and die by the three, and it always ends up biting them in the end.
Creighton is an example last year at Rupp Arena. Creighton last year when they played Creighton at Rupp Arena, that same thing happened. Creighton shooting threes. Louisville shooting threes. Creighton shooting twos. And they let a player get 30-something points on them at that game. So, but right now, the way I'm looking at just the top bracket, I see Duke going all the way to the east.
Okay.
I see Michigan State going all the way to the east, and then that's me. I don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Kansas has not played consistent, even though they could probably win the championship. I don't believe in them.
Jumping like,
They're always one of those teams that you can never tell where they're going to end up.
They're going to either win
Because of
it or they're going to get beat early.
Man.
I think for the Jayhawks, real quick, they've actually been consistent. Who hasn't been consistent is number 21.
It's true.
He hasn't been consistent, which, like Robbie said, makes them inconsistent,
Exactly.
unfortunately.
And they've been playing well without him, though. You know?
That same thing.
But if he comes back the right way, that can make them even stronger because they know how to win without him. Now, all you don't have to do as much. Just come in and just do what you do, but don't do too much because they've won some big games without him.
Absolutely.
You know, without him. So they scary. Kansas is a scary team.
That's why I can't.
They're a scary team.
That's why I can't see anything good about them because they're scary, like Milt said. But they could be scary one game, but then the next game, you're like, who is this team?
Right.
Unpredictable, yeah.
Yeah, very.
So basically, what team is actually going to show up?
And here's the thing with Kansas, they don't just lose; they get blown out.
Right. Jeez.
Can we back up a little bit on Louisville when
Yes.
Robbie was saying, when y'all guys saying they live and die with a 3-point shot?
Yeah.
You can do that if you playing defense. That's the key. You got to play defense. You're going to shoot those threes like that and they ain't going in, and you're not stopping people on the other end, that's a problem. So you got to play defense if you're going to shoot threes and
Brown,
live and
you
die
are
with
so
that.
correct.
And for me, you have to have an inside presence. I don't care.
Yes.
In the tournament, you have to have someone you can throw that ball down there to. Because if not, they're going to just play you around the perimeter. If you're not making shots, you don't have a chance of winning the game in the tournament. So you got to have that one guy you can throw it down there and get you something, or just draw a double team or whatever. Then you can kick it out to the shooters. You get better shots.
So basically, the knock on Louisville, and I've heard it a couple of times here. No inside game.
No.
Defense is a little suspect.
Yep.
Too much dependency on the three.
Exactly.
But I will say this to you: our guards are the ones
They're good.
they're having the defensive issues. A kid from Virginia, can't think of his name right
McNeely.
now. McNeely.
Yeah.
He can't guard anybody.
Yeah, they go after.
McKill, he don't play great defense.
Right.
Conwell, Ryan.
He's a very good defensive player, but the one thing about him, if you notice and watch him as much as we have, he gets tired a lot.
Yes, do too much.
Oh,
And so when he gets tired, he don't have the legs for that jump shot. So that's why you see him take it to the rim a lot more.
He has to do a
But
lot more.
but against this South Florida team, this South Florida team, if Louisville don't play defense, they're done because they can shoot and they're very they got their IQ is like to the roof and back.
Man. All right, so is the general consensus that Louisville makes it past South Florida, or
Because I played there, I'm gonna say yes.
Me too.
That's the only reason why I'm saying
I got to move.
I want him
forward.
to. Like, I really want him to.
Right.
We're talking, 9-10 years since the last tournament victory? It's time.
Yeah.
If not now, when?
Yeah, I got to move him forward.
Well, but I'm going to tell you right now, if we beat South Florida, as a former player, I'm going to say it again, they're done. They're not. Michigan State's going to put them to sleep because they're big, they're strong, they're physical, and we only have 8 players, and they're not going to beat Michigan State.
no? Because I've got Michigan State.
Well, that's
advancing
another
as well.
story, though, but I think they get past South Florida.
I'm
I
saying
know,
it. I'm saying it because I live in Louisville.
No, I'm just telling you, when you go in March Madness, anything can happen. I'm not going to count the VILLE out because if they are on shooting those 3-point shots, they could be a problem for the next other team. So
The problem that we
I'm
had
gonna
is the problem we had as a Cardinal team this year. When we go on the road, somehow those rims get smaller. They don't shoot as well on the road.
Right.
But
and
they
they're
won
on
a
the
lot
road.
of games on the road, though.
They did.
They have. They haven't beat anybody that's good.
And this is neutral,
This year.
so this ain't nobody's home court. So
The strength of schedule is kind of deceptive.
The strength of
from what I'm
schedule was
hearing.
great,
Uh-huh.
but we did not beat the teams that are power players, the Dukes, the North Carolinas,
Right.
the Miami, back and forth. But I don't think we upset anybody late,
Ah, okay.
other than Miami on paper.
Right.
Right. Okay. I'll tell you what, we are going to pay a few bills here. Once again, you are listening to Hoops from the Ville, and we invite you to call in with your thoughts, your takes at 502-776-1350. We're breaking down the NCAA bracket, and we've got more coming up in just a minute. So keep it right here, won't you? 104.7 WLOU Jams.
Welcome back to Hoops from the Ville with Robbie Valentine, Milt Wagner, Wiley Brown, and Corey Bozemer. Once again, your host, Mark Gunn from 104.7 WLOU Jams.
Yeah, we're just, sitting here chopping it up about some basketball, the NCAA tournaments, and we had taken a look at what's happening in the East with Louisville. The general consensus is that Louisville will get past South Florida, but we want to go to the Midwest, and Corey, your favorite team, Kentucky, they are taking on
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara,
Santa
where
Clara.
Steve Nash went to school.
Oh, okay. Okay.
right.
All right. So Kentucky, Santa Clara, thoughts?
Well, I took some notes. Santa Clara, I was telling people before we got started, Santa Clara is number 23 in KenPom for offensive efficiency. They're top 20 nationally in offensive rebounding percentage, and they press as much as anyone in the country, 22nd in defensive turnover rate at 20.1%. They use a lot of ball screens, and they're efficient in a lot of places. And that's where Kentucky struggled, basically, this year. Every place that Santa Clara has been efficient in this year is where Kentucky has struggled at. And that worries me. Teams like Santa Clara often get overlooked. Like I said before we got started, every team is in this for a reason. Just hope they don't show Kentucky why. And I have a feeling they will. I don't want them to, but I have a feeling they will.
Right. So we're talking about Kentucky is number 7 seeded, and Santa Clara is seeded number 10. Fellas, any thoughts about?
Yes, I'll start.
One more thing. This is the first time Kentucky's been a 7th seed in the tournament.
Now, I don't know what that means, but
Just a little bit. It's unimportant history. Unimportant history.
Okay. Basically, all them stats you just ran off it's good, but this is March Madness, and all that is out the door, because you could go in with that game plan and that's your strength, but at the end of the day you got to be playing your best game, because there's only one game. It's one and done. And Kentucky on paper, talent, they got the talent. The talent is there. So if that talent shows up, I got them beating Santa Clara in that game.
I do too, for sure.
I have them winning
Obviously.
that. Just because of talent, overall talent, I think they're going to find a way to win it. Even though they lost their point guard, and there's a lot of guys been injured, but they got some guys that can take over and win them games for them. So I got Kentucky moving on.
Okay.
I got Kentucky getting beat by Santa Clara.
Ooh.
I've seen them play twice.
Oh.
They're fast.
Uh-huh.
They're strong.
Uh-huh.
Kentucky, to me, right now, for a $22 million roster, and I love Mark Pope as a person.
Yeah.
I love him as a coach. He don't click with these players on his team. He don't click at all. There's no. I don't see the love of a coach and the players that's playing together on the floor. I think Kentucky it seems like they're out there by themselves, to me. So I'm gonna go with that. So there's going to be several upsets, and I think Kentucky's going to be one of them.
Oh, wow.
This bracket is unbelievable. I'll tell you why. Iowa State is tough as hell.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tech is tough. Tennessee is tough. But at the end of the day, I have Michigan and Virginia coming out of that bracket. the Duke bracket, the Kentucky bracket, and the Arizona bracket are the three toughest brackets I've ever seen in college basketball, because in the past you have so many upset teams in the tournament. You got legitimate D1. There's no Cinderellas in this tournament anymore.
Right.
And if Kentucky don't go to the Final Four with a $22 million roster and a $8 million roster, or in the Final Four for $8 million, because Arizona's a $10 million NIL.
Right.
Because that's the one thing I was looking at today. I was looking at the cost of the teams that are in the championship this year, and majority of the teams are $6 million, $8 million NIL. You got SEC by far is the biggest.
Right.
Then you got Kansas. But if you look at those NIL dollars, whoever has the most money in those budgets, they're winning the championship. 100%. Just like football, college football, it's the same thing. If you look at their rosters of their NIL dollars, nobody can play against those teams anymore because they got professional team players on those teams already. And you thought, go ahead, Brown.
No, see, I disagree with that, because you can pay them all kind of money you want, but when you go into that court, the players got to play. It doesn't matter about the money that they give them. So somebody's not making some good deals. If you're paying them that kind of money, and they go in there pretend they ain't worth the money they getting. So those deals is out the door. Yeah. They got to play.
They got to play.
Man. So I do have Kentucky moving forward. However, they run into a buzzsaw when they take on Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when Kentucky gets eliminated.
How about Tennessee? Tennessee State. Oh, what's up?
No.
Can't get no love for them.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
We got love for Tennessee State.
We got
I
love.
know, but love ain't reality.
But
love ain't reality.
Iowa State is a team that can win a championship.
Oh, they're
That's how
fire.
deep they are.
They tough.
It's this is one of those tournaments where you've got legitimate number one seeds that they are where they are. You know, they are where they are for good reasons. And to Robbie's point, you know, I typically try to pick one or two upsets per tournament. There could be a whole lot more this time around.
But I don't know if they're upsets anymore, because, like I said, you have a team like Georgia that I didn't even think they get in a tournament, but they're very talented. St. Louis is talented. These teams are really there's really good basketball teams in this tournament. There's a couple of teams that just basically you wonder why they got in, but for the most part, I just Florida, they can win a championship. Arizona can win a championship. Michigan win a championship. Purdue, I'm picking Purdue to win the whole thing because they're going to be playing at home in their backyard.
Okay.
And they're good.
Yeah.
So people bypass Purdue.
They got to get there, though, V.
No, I'm the way they played yesterday. I don't know if anybody can beat them.
You say you got to play in their backyard. They can't get to the backyard till they get to the Final Four, bro. I'm sorry.
How many how many Sweet 16s have they been to in the last 10 years?
None.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
They're very they're big. They're strong. Their average age, they got 26-year-olds on the team.
Exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. That's the key.
So when you look at a team like that, like I said, it's an $8 million team.
Right.
Again, but everybody stayed.
Yeah.
He kept everybody on that roster. Whereas everybody, there's a player on somebody's team that played in SC. It's your team, Arkansas. They got one player that's been on 4 SEC teams. No, this is serious talk.
Right.
This kid's been on 4 SEC teams and started on every team.
That's what we call a homie hopper.
And that's so when you
College basketball.
And I'm just
is that the influence of the NIL or?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Because the places he started, and look where he is now, where the money is.
Well,
I think it's more of the powers that be allowing I hate to say kids, but allowing the younger individuals the ability to not face consequences like we did growing up. A lot of people just run away from their problems. Yeah. That's the way I see it. But how about them St. Johnnies? How about Rick Pitino?
I like St. John's. I like St. John's.
He's won everywhere he went. But if you go down here and see who they play,
I got them beating Duke. I'm putting it on record.
Wow.
If a coach out there can do
I
it,
have
it's
them
the
beating
Godfather, as they call him.
I have them beating Duke on my bracket. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, I work for Coach Pitino, and I'm telling you, you talking about a defensive-minded coach.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, it's hard to beat the guy, especially in the tournaments, because he demands that they players play defense at all 5 spots.
But
And
they
that's what
played
they do.
Kansas. They played Kansas the second round.
Who?
St. John's and
They beating
Kansas.
They beating Kansas.
But here's the thing.
I think that depends on Peterson.
Hold on. Yeah, but here's the thing again. Kansas, there's some days you look at them, it's like, whoa. And then there's been a few times where St. John's, they stumbled a little bit too.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't want to pick that game.
And the
they
key
finished
word
up
you said, they
strong,
stumbled
though.
a little bit.
They ain't been stumbling lately.
You got that right.
They just destroyed UConn.
Regular season and
they're
tourney champs.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Hey.
But here's the thing. Isn't UConn in that bracket? UConn's a bracket across from them, right?
UConn's in the East.
UConn not going to go past Michigan State. I got Michigan State beating UConn.
Wow.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I think them
I'm with you on
slow-mos
that,
up
Ice.
at
I'm with you on
MSU
that.
going to get shown up that game
I'm
if
just
that
telling you,
happens.
They got exposed against St. John's. I'm just telling you. Okay.
But what?
You go with UConn, y'all going by what they was doing earlier in the year.
No,
That's
not
fine.
me. I
But
I like St. John's.
Because the teams that's playing strong going into tournament time, just like us, I went to 3 Final Fours. The reason we did that because by tournament time, we was one of the hottest teams in the country. And right now, UConn is not. They're
and
not a
St.
hot
John's.
team right now.
St. John's
That's
is.
what I'm trying to tell you. It wins in the tournament.
You preaching, Ice.
It
That's
wins in the
exactly right.
tournament. Telling
You
you.
preaching.
We witnessed it.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
you know, just as a frame of reference, in the last 10 games, UConn was like 7-3.
Still pretty good percentage.
It was
Yeah,
teams they shouldn't have lost to, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come
Okay.
on now.
Okay.
Hey.
See, you can lose to St. John's because that's going to happen, but you shouldn't have lost to them the way that you did.
There you go. You can't lose like that.
It shouldn't have been embarrassing because I think you
They
said
got
it.
embarrassed.
It ain't that you lost, it's how you lost.
Yeah.
Exposed.
let's go to the other bracket.
Let's look at. We haven't.
We ain't got through that one yet.
Well, we spent time in the Midwest talking about Kentucky.
We just flying.
Let's take a look at the West. And there's one school in particular
Oh yeah.
that has always been my bugaboo
Who is it?
ever since 1997 when they busted my bracket in the very first day. Gonzaga, who I've got winning the national championship.
This year? This year?
Overrated.
Okay, I can't go with you down that one.
Ooh.
Really?
That's a long shot right there. isn't
Talk to me.
Well,
I try to pick at least one upset. But
I have Arkansas going all the way to the semifinals against Gonzaga.
Okay.
Arkansas gets them. They'll get them in the championship, brother. I got Arkansas going to the West. On the top, I got Arizona going to the West. But Missouri is a sleeper. Watched them play a couple times this year. Watch Arkansas beat them.
Missouri got that ex-UK player
Yeah,
from
he does.
2 or 3 years ago,
Yeah.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's tough.
He's
Yeah.
good.
So,
he's good. He's real
I got
good.
Purdue and Arkansas in the semifinals with Purdue winning.
Okay.
And basically I can go to my Final Four. So I got Purdue at the top. I'm gonna have Virginia. I like Virginia because they're disciplined. Houston and Duke.
Okay.
Man, don't nobody like Florida?
No, we ain't get to them yet. We ain't get to them yet. We ain't get to them yet.
Actually, I've got 12 in the final.
Okay, that's what
Okay.
we talking.
Yeah.
I got Arkansas getting to the Final Four.
Okay.
I got them beating Arizona. I got them playing Purdue in the Elite Eight, beating Purdue, and going to the Final Four because they're a scary team. Because one thing about it, they got a guy that you could put it on his shoulders, and he can lead that team.
Best point guard in the nation.
Darius
Absolutely.
Acuff is the real
Best
deal.
point guard in the nation. in my
Ain't
opinion.
nobody in college basketball can do what he does with that team. He scores when he wants to score. He distributes 11 assists. I mean, he can do it all. He's a takeover guy. If you got that one takeover guy, everybody else play their role. That's a dangerous team. And I'm telling you, Arkansas right now. And I was up there this weekend because my grandson played there. So I'm just telling you, they gonna be something you gonna have to deal with.
Nation, and it's hard to argue at this point.
And everybody is clicking at the right time. So that's a scary team. I got them going to the Final Four out of the West.
So for me, I got Duke, Purdue, Virginia, and Houston.
Oh, interesting. Houston's interesting.
Okay.
So my Final Four, I've got Duke, Florida, Gonzaga, and Michigan.
Okay, I got Michigan, Florida, Arkansas, and Michigan State.
Oh, wait. You got to expound on Michigan State.
I like
physical.
Izzo.
They're physical as hell.
Izzo, man, that coach is one of the best coaches
He is
out there.
outside of him and Rick.
And every tournament, they can start off bad, but when tournament time comes, his team is one of the best teams.
He's a lock.
And he can beat you any given night. And I like he got a point guard that's a stud. He got bigs, he got athletes, and defensively, defense wins NCAA tournaments.
Right.
Hey, no question about it. And
that's one thing he and Rick they do play defense.
They gonna make you earn it. You're gonna have to beat them. I like them in the Final Four.
Going back to Louisville, all the commentators that yesterday was giving their brackets. Every one of them had Louisville out.
Wow.
What, the first game?
The first game.
Tradition continues.
From what, so a lot of what I've been
It took him a minute, then he got it. He's laughing now. He got it.
Wow.
No, that's a good one. That's what
Come here. You can't come back next week.
Yeah, you back on the show. Yeah.
So I mean, and a lot of them were basing it on Mikael Brown's injury.
Yeah, that hurt.
They seem to put the arrow right on him for some reason.
Well,
Go ahead.
I love Mikael Brown more than anything, man, but I just think Louisville plays better as a team, and I don't think they should stick him out there in the skillet right off the bat. I think if anything, he needs to come off the bench, see how the flow's going.
Get a couple of minutes.
Because if he goes in there and jacks 8-9 threes in the first 6-7 minutes and they're not going, it's gonna be a short night.
And again, man, it's the 3-pointers that you jack. Some of those 3-pointers not good shots. Yeah. You got to take good shots when you throwing up 3-point shots. And they can get 3-point shots, man, but they can get better 3-point shots. So a lot of times I watched it, there wasn't really good shots.
Right, and Louisville defensively, outside of the other left-handed guy from, he's the only one that plays defense from a guard perspective.
Conwell,
He's the only one. Whereas South Florida, they're one of the best defensive teams in their conference.
Right.
And so they guard how they play. They know what to guard because that's how they play. They play just like Louisville, but they know how to guard that. And they don't want Louisville shooting getting better 3-point shots than they're getting. And I think that South Florida, I think they're going to be prepared and ready. But the thing about Louisville, like I said earlier, this team's good, and we haven't really beat a really good team this year.
What do you guys think about the way Mikael has played this year? Like, if you would grade it, what would you grade it?
He's a 6 or 5, 6, 7 NBA. He's going to be a great NBA player.
When he's out there, he's playing. He's one of the best in the country.
And also, he gets beat up a lot. He takes the ball to the rim, and people literally knock the hell out of him. So you can see why he gets beat up. But in the NBA, he's got to change his game. He can't go in there like he's doing right now. He'll get hurt.
I spoke to his father a few weeks ago, and
how'd it go?
Phenomenal. I guess I would like to call it a friendship with him. I talk every now and then, whatever, and that's what I got into it for, to build trust with people. The thing that stuck out to me the most was he said he's got to work on his core and that build up his core strength, and that kind of
that's
helps with toughness.
Yeah.
They are 7-6 without him.
They need him.
One above 500.
Yeah. Well, he makes a difference. He makes a difference. There's no doubt about that. That's what I said. If he's healthy, he's out there, they're a whole different team.
But to Robbie's point about Louisville as a team, and this is something that's a danger to any basketball team. If you are putting so much on one player, if you're living and dying by one player, what does that say for your overall program? If you can, if Louisville can function better without Brown being in the lineup, because they're used to not playing with him there, that also speaks to the depth of the team and Kelsey's system as far as what he's coaching. So, I mean, even though I've got them moving, I kind of have to agree with Robbie.
When you look at these freshmen, which there's a hell of a lot of really good freshmen, probably the best freshman crop in all of college basketball history. But it's different. When those bright lights are on an NCAA tournament, things do change. They do change. I'm going to use Michigan State, for example. Okay. One thing Milt said, and I'm going to say Purdue too. You have two, and St. John's, 3 great defensive teams. They're big, they're strong, they're very physical. These veteran teams, they're not going to let freshmen do what they did the regular season.
Right.
It's not going to happen. That kid at Arkansas, you can't stop him.
Yeah, he going
Peterson, he's sketchy. And then our guy, he hadn't played with this team the last 3 or 4 games. So it's just one of those things that Michigan, Purdue, Arkansas, St. John's, they're not going to let these freshmen get off like they did, getting 30, 40, 50 points in a turn. It's not going to happen. Let's see how many freshmen score 40 points in the NCAA tournament. It's going to be interesting to see.
Do you think the criticism that Michael has received from the fan base is warranted?
I can't say that, because what happens is if you're not communicating to your fan base on what's going on, they're going to criticize because they're guessing, because nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
So you got to communicate to the fans that star players not playing 12 games, but when you see him on the floor, he's out there running, he got a back brace on, whatever. But it's what you see and what's not happening. Because it's real. It's like,
right.
And so, I wish that Louisville did probably a stronger job to the fans on what is going on. I mean, if you got an injury on one of your players,
I'll let it be known.
You got to let it be known.
Absolutely.
Because people start speculating. Because I'm gonna tell you, if he hasn't played and he plays in his first game and they lose, then that's when the drones are going to start flying.
Okay, so one more question about criticism warranted. Isaac McNeely. I think that's a oxymoron if you ask me why I asked that, because it's warranted as heck. You bring a guy from Virginia, no disrespect, it's clear he can play. You bring a guy from Virginia for one specific thing.
Right.
And you can't even do that one specific thing.
Well, a guy like him, you know what he does? He shoots the ball. So if I'm the opposing coach, I'm going to make sure I'm running him off the three-point line, make him do something else. That's just, if you have nothing else in your bag, then you limit it. I don't know, and I don't think that he's not the kind of get off the dribble, gets to the rack. He comes off screens, shoots three-point shots. If you defend that, then he can't help you.
But what happens on when you go back on the defensive end?
And on the defensive end, he's a liability.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there you go. If he's not making shots, I mean, what is he going to give you?
He hasn't been making shots, though.
Well, then, and they killing on the defensive end, too.
Yeah, that plus minus don't add up.
That's what I'm saying. It don't add up.
It don't add up. Plus minus don't add up when you're doing like that.
Yeah.
Just like Milt just said, when you limit it to just 3-point shooting, the defense gonna run you off the 3-point line. And
do something
if you can't make threes, and then the person that you're guarding making threes, it doesn't work. Then you're gonna be on the bench.
And again, that speaks to the danger of not having an inside game. So,
exactly.
there you go. I tell you, we are going to hit the the final buzzer here, pay a final set of bills here as we wrap up our conversation about the NCAA tournament. The games start on Thursday. And again, if you want to download a bracket, go to our website at WLOUonline.com. We've got that coming up. More in a minute. 104.7 WLOU Jams.
We're counting to the buzzer with hoops from the Ville. Once again, here are Robbie Valentine, Milt Wagner, Wiley Brown, Corey Bosmer, and your host, Mark Gunn, on 104.7 WLOU Jams.
We are here for the final buzzer, and I wished that sometimes.
That was good.
Man,
That was
man.
good.
So what we want to do, because, these are discussions that we're going to be able to have for the next 4 weeks. But what I want to do, since, this is pretty much day one, I want to get everybody's championship predictions. And maybe a reason why you're picking who you're picking.
So I got my Final Four, but I ain't got my whole bracket filled out.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and say Duke, because of injuries. And you guys know better than most people, health is wealth when it comes to the NCAA tournament. And as wealthy as it appears to be for Duke, they're not when it comes to depth. You got players, but your players are going to get tired because they're going to have to do more, twice the work. So, and the other three is Arizona, Florida, and Michigan. If I had to pick out of those three, I'd probably say Arizona.
Yeah.
For the national championship?
Yeah, just because they're healthy.
Okay.
They're healthy, but the reason why Arkansas is going to get them, Arkansas is going to beat the hell out of them physically. They're soft as hell.
Right.
And then Arkansas is going to lose to Purdue.
I was going to say, way to make up and way to backtrack.
Bam. Okay.
So Robbie, you've got Purdue as the national champions.
National champion
Okay.
in the state of Indiana.
In the state
Final
of
Four.
at home.
Yep.
Okay. All right, Milt.
Well, I don't think.
That was good, Robbie. That was good. That was good.
Well, my Final Four, of course, is Michigan State, Florida, Michigan, and Arkansas.
Okay.
I got Arkansas sending Purdue home, and they'll be in the Final Four. They're going to play against Michigan. I got Michigan winning the national championship.
Okay.
After seeing them against Purdue, I don't see it happening. Michigan, they beat
They ain't
the
gonna get
brakes.
to Purdue. Arkansas gonna beat them. They ain't gonna get Purdue. They ain't gonna get them again.
It's over.
Y'all should have a side bet, a gentleman's bet.
They're not gonna
Because
get
this
them
is
again.
entertaining.
We don't bet. We're roommates. We don't bet.
Yeah,
Right.
No, I'm just saying, like.
We debate. We just debate. That's all.
Because Mill already owe me $140. Go ahead.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on Duke, man. I'm telling you, Duke gonna be there.
I'm with you.
I'm telling you, Duke gonna be in there. I found it. I'm going with Arizona, but Arizona gonna win everything. That's gonna be the
I got Duke in
championship.
the Final Four. I just haven't seen them winning.
Right.
They're gonna be back.
I don't even got Duke in the Final Four.
Oh, see, all right. So I've got Duke.
Mill, I hope your schedule. I hope your whole bracket blows the hell up. I hope that damn thing blows up the first week.
Hey, when it blow up, Purdue will be in it. I tell you what, they'll be in it.
Hey, the road to the Final Four.
Oh man! All right, so okay, so I've probably got the craziest Final Four out of this whole room. I've got Duke, Florida, Gonzaga, and Michigan. And again,
not bad.
Gonzaga's a national champion.
It's not that crazy, but
It is crazy though. You going with Gonzaga?
I can't believe you going with
Gonzaga
Gonzaga.
always disappoint.
Yeah.
They always disappoint everybody.
I mean, you
can't believe Mark. Come on, we gonna take your ticket,
Well, see,
man.
no,
You get your.
no, but here's the thing, though.
We taking your ticket.
That's like me saying Purdue gonna win. Come on, man.
I'll take them. I know they good.
No, here's the thing, though.
Is Purdue good?
No, Purdue is good.
They're big, they're strong, they play defense, and I'm telling you, that the way they play, they change your game 100%.
Purdue good, man, but no good.
The problem with Purdue is like most teams. Do they realize they're good?
Who?
Does Purdue realize they're good?
Shit, all of them got 3-4 kids and a van and a goddamn $600,000 house. Yeah, they know.
They know they're All right, so before we wrap this up, my reasoning for picking Gonzaga is basically law of averages.
You like drinking with the coach.
That too. That too. I mean, and to Wiley's point, they have been a disappointment over the last few years, but even a clock is right twice a day.
Yeah.
And, with the way this tournament is laid out, you just never know.
Can I tell you this? I'm going to tell you this right now. at the end of the day, we don't know. Like in the past, you can pick some teams, but right now you have top Division I teams are 12 and 13 seeds.
Right.
This has never happened before.
Exactly.
The 12s, 13s, and 14s are usually teams. If they upset you, that's it. Okay.
Right.
Now, some of these real good teams are playing at a 12 seed, 10 seed. You've never seen that before.
How does that
And
happen?
there's no Cinderellas in here.
And have you noticed you're not hearing anybody complaining about where they're seated in the tournament?
No, not one time.
Not once. And that's a first for me.
Like for me, North Carolina State, how in the hell did they make it in the 64 teams? I don't understand how they made it.
Right.
I don't understand how Georgia made it.
68.
68 teams, absolutely.
how they made it.
68. That's how they made it.
But hold on a second. But they still shouldn't have made it. There's some teams out there better than them.
Yeah, I mean the fact that Auburn was out.
They had Georgia. They had
Well, Auburn
Georgia.
shouldn't have made it
They
either.
had Georgia, North Carolina State on the bubble, like the four teams in, 4 teams out, the whole bottom of the season, and they got in as a 10. Man, that's crazy.
That is great.
Yeah, it is great. But I tell you what, we're gonna watch these first few games. Again, the tournament starts on Thursday. If you don't have your brackets downloaded yet, go ahead and go to WLOUonline.com. Download them, fill them out, take notes, watch the games, and we will discuss the first couple of rounds coming up next week. Guys, this has been great. Thank you so much
Hey,
for
Mark,
hanging out.
can we get Steve Murphy to put a battery in that clock?
And on that,
It cops keep turning me off. Man. I'm like, okay, when I'm gonna get on the highway? That damn clock hadn't moved since we've been here, man.
that's because time stops when you're having fun. We will do this again on Monday, y'all.
You've been listening to Hoops from the Ville, our look at the NCAA tournament and sports from around the Commonwealth and the nation with our panel of U of L legends and other superstars. Robbie Valentine, Milt Wagner, Wiley Brown, and Corey Bozeman. Brought to you by Well-Suited Men's Clothing, 3348 Hikes Lane in McMahon Plaza. Brandon J. Lawrence, lawyer for the city. GAB Productions and the Bay Cigar Lounge, 901 Eastern Boulevard in Clarksville. Hoops from the Ville. Check your brackets and make sure you join us next Monday night at 6 for Hoops from the Ville as we kick off another 50-minute music hour on 104.7 WLOU Louisville.